You guys ready for the meanest truck you've ever seen in Farm Sim? Hey, what's going on, everybody? DjGoHam here. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome to a preview early mod look spotlight on the TLX9000 by A2 Studio. Before we even get started, I'll answer a few questions right off the bat. Yes, this will be for all platforms. It is with Giants waiting testing for all platforms right now. No, it is not out yet. Capiche? All right, let's keep going. Let's move on. So we got a few things that I want to show you with this. We've got some new stuff that we've never seen before. We've got some new sounds that we've never heard before. And overall, we just have one of the coolest, baddest, most awesome semi-trucks that you will ever see in Farming Simulator. So let's jump right in and let's start customizing. In order to find this, you're going to go into vehicles, you're going to go into trucks, and for me, I had to go to the very end right here. So let's check it out. We start with 485 horsepower. We have 440 liters of fuel, and it goes 49 miles per hour. Now, there are some things that we can change up about this, so let's take a look. Starting off with rim color options. Pretty much everything that you can think of. This is all based on the TLX stuff, so if you're used to the TLX colors, this has all of those and more. So you have your stainless steel, you have your dark steel, you have your aluminum colors, you even have chrome and plenty of others as well. Polished, yes, of course. We have some old Citadel, some Citadel colors. Those are very bright. We have the Tiffany green, of course. School bus, which is a new color as well. And of course, cone orange, very orange. And then you get into some of the colors that we've seen before. You have your lawn care stuff. You have your scarlet reds, your metallic manitous, your deer greens, your deep blues, your blaze orange, and even some nitro blue. You gotta have nitro blue, don't you? For us, chrome is always the best look, so that's what we're gonna stick with. In main color, same things through here. So you start with a pure white, but you get into your Citadel colors, which are very, very bright. You've got your Tiffany blue colors, even the school bus. Gotta love the school bus colors on here. It does look good. You got your cone orange, and then we go into the colors that we've had before. You have your lawn care, you have the olive colors, you have the blue jeans, which made the TLX 2020 very, very popular. But I think you know what we're going to go with, so we're going to go with that. And then design color. This is actually going to be the top right here. So you can see the very top, all the same colors, choose whatever you like. Pure white, I think, looks the best, so we're going to go with that. Then configurations. We have, well, all of them, actually, every configuration. When you think of all the things, that's pretty much what this has. Configurations, let's start off with a standard. Then we have preset 1, so you could do the presets just like the TLX 2020 and go right in. We have rear hitch. So we have an added rear hitch. I have been told that this is high or low, depending on what you put on here. So it will pop up automatically depending on what your trailer needs. So that is pretty sweet. You also have a hitch with PTO. So you can have a PTO on the back as well, or just standard configuration. Wheel brands, we have stock wheels. We have a stretch, that's right. These are gonna handle differently as well. So it's not just the same handling specs. These are basically treated as two different trucks altogether. So depending on if you have a stretched or if you have regular, will depend on how the vehicle handles. So that is something to definitely keep in mind. Past stretch, we have the stretched double T. So this is going to add larger fuel tanks on the sides, though it doesn't change the fuel capacity on the truck itself. At least it doesn't say that. We also have lug covers on there, so you can add some lug covers or spiky covers. And then back to stock. You know what? I like the stretch look with everything. Let's go with that. Wheel setups. We have a standard wheel. We have black center caps. We also have heavy-duty wheels, so much larger wheels than before. We have Nokian tires as well, Nokians with the heavy duties, and then back to a standard. Now, I happen to think that this looks pretty darn good, and so does this, so we're going to stick with that look right there. License plates, we got some options here as well. So we have standard to start with. We have double, which is going to have the blue line and the Texas on the front. Let's see, do we have anything on the back as well? Let's turn around, let's go to the back. Just Texas and A2 Studio on there. So that's on the double. We have the simple, which is just built 1982. And then we have the triple, which has all of those plus the built 1982, and the back stays exactly the same. Or you can go with standard or do none of them. We're gonna go with all three right there. Rear fenders. This is gonna be definitely a big customization option. So you have standard, which is open. Then you have style number 1, which is going to be closed up. Style 2, which is your main color. Style number 2, chrome. Style number 2, main. Style number 1 with lights. So you're going to get some extra stuff on the very bottom down there, as you can see. Of course, going back and forth between all of those. And then we're back to standard again. So kind of however you want to go with there. I kind of like, where is it? It's the last look. That one. I kind of like that. It's got the extra lights in the back. It's got the covered main color. It looks good. Extras. Let's start here. So we have a standard extra. We have the headache rail on the very back, so you can add that if you wish. You can add that with lights. You can add that with a strobe bar on there, or strobe bar and lights, or just take it away in general. So you can do that. You've also got all your hookups through there as well, whether it be right here with your hydraulics and power, or right here with your hydraulics and power. That's all going to work fine. Bumper. We have a standard bumper on the front. Then we can do a custom bumper. We have custom bumper with lights. We have the Aussie bumper. We have the Aussie bumper with the oversize or standard. Now, one thing to keep in mind when you do standard, all of your customization in the front is going to go away. So just keep that in mind. We're going to go with that because it looks mean. Lighting. We have a standard lighting on here. We have chicken lights around the top, spotlights in the front. We have rear work lights, which is going to add lights here somewhere. It's on the very back. Can actually see it. It's got to be down in there somewhere. We'll see it. And then we have chicken lights with support. And then you've got all different combinations. Of course, you can go with all working lights, TLX. There's just so much that you can do. So just keep that in mind. Go with whatever you want. We do have some missing configurations in here as well. He is working on getting that stuff fixed. So let's go down to air intakes. So we have a standard air intake. We have the short intake, which is going to face forward, or back to standard again. You go with either one you like there. Engine setups, we'll get a couple for you here. We have the TLX9000. This is going to give you 485 horsepower. Or you can go with the TLX9425 for $12,500 extra dollars, 580 horsepower. Or you can do the 525, 650 horsepower. So you've got quite a bit of options and ranges there. You've got 3 different ones. Exhaust, here we have on the sides a standard exhaust, or you've got the short angle. You have the straight pipe, straight with flappers, and then back to stacks again. So you've got very standard stuff through there. Whatever you like, go with it. I seem to think that the standard looks the best on here, so we go with that. And then visor. Lastly, the standard visor, you have a drop visor. You can do drop in the main color, you can do drop in the design color, or you can do drop with lights, and the same thing through there. A lot of you guys, probably myself included, are going to go, well, I like the main color. I think that looks pretty darn good right there. So that's what we go for. And since this is what we've got, let's lease one and let's see what it looks like in game. If this isn't the baddest, meanest looking semi truck that you've ever seen in Farm Sim, I don't really know what to do to help you out, man. This, it has it all. It is good. It looks good. You've got the TLX that's like engraved into the side there. If we go up to the top, we can see the A2 Studio. That is engraved into the side. You have your engine right here, steps all around. Man, oh man. This is something else, dude. This thing is incredible. Let's jump in. Let's turn on some sound here. And you guys want to go for a drive? Let's go for a drive. How about that for some super game-changing different things? I can't imagine anyone who doesn't want to have that. Let's jump in because there's a whole lot more to this truck than just what you can see on the outside. We're going to start. We are using an Xbox controller on PC right now. So we have, of course, turn on truck. Please start the engine first. Oh, yeah. You can turn it on, turn it off. So basically what it does is it adds some extra kind of shakiness to it. It adds some extra things. It's really neat. It's so hard to explain, but it is really cool. Then we have open cover. Okay, let's open the cover. That's going to open both of the doors. So both of the doors, left side and the right side, those are both going to open at the same time. I prefer that. I like opening them together versus separate. So that's pretty cool. And then lastly, you get down here, the back. So this is going to bring forward and backwards your fifth wheel. So you can put this kind of however you like and make it nice and good. Make it work for you. Making our way to the inside of the truck, we actually have windows that roll down. And not only do they roll down, but we have animations to show them rolling up and down. Not only on one side, both sides. Yep, both of these will roll up and down. How do you like that? It's just so cool, man. It's just one little thing that didn't need to happen. No, it didn't have to, but it did. And that is pretty cool. What else do we have? Well, we have lights on the side. So as you know, we have some working lights on the back. So if we take these, we can actually point these in different directions depending on what you are up to. We have also selected with a bar on the back. So we've got that if we really want. You've got all kinds of stuff, man. It's really hard to say like, well, it doesn't have this, it doesn't have that. You've even got, if you are on PlayStation 4 and you're using the side panel, if you're on PC, you can turn on your side flashers as well. So you've got that, you've got side flashers, you got everything. You have your turn signals, you're good to go there. It's got all the, it has all the things. Literally all the things. As you know, I enjoy a good torture test. So let's turn it on. We've got 105,000 liters of corn in the back. We're going to set our cruise, and I'm not going to mess with any of the locking differentials or anything like that, like mods that you would have on PC. We're just going to leave them as is, so the truck will do exactly what it does. Now, there is a pretty massive hill coming around here. This is a great area to test and see how... This thing is loud too, man! This is a great area to see, can you go up the hill? Can you not? Do you have the power? And, well, I think it's pretty clear. Even messing it up, I'm making it harder than it has to be. No issues whatsoever. This truck's like LOL. Hill, question mark? Yeah, not even close. That thing, that was no... It didn't even break a sweat, bro. It didn't even break a sweat. But that's, well, that's one trailer. What if perhaps I have more? You saw how it did with 105. What is it gonna do with 525,000 liters of corn? That's right. We've got 5 tippers hooked up. We're ready to go. These are the West EPs or the end dump pack. If you're on console, you will be able to do this. Actually, you could do this right now if you really wanted to. Just not with this truck. Will it pull it? That's my question. Let's hop in. 525,000 liters of corn. Set the cruise. and it's doing that thing where it pulls it, and it's doing just fine. Yeah, this is doing okay. I'm a little bit scared to try to take it up the hill because I'm afraid it won't make it. But I guess there's really only one way to find out, and that's to do that. This is picking up speed just fine. It's got no issues. It's not, obviously it's not going to hit top speed pulling this much, especially just as you would be in real life. This is a little bit of a heavy load, wide load at best. But I still think that we could make something happen here. So let's get all this brought around. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Bring that around, set the cruise control, and let's see if we can just get up this first hill right here. Let's jump into the cab. Beautiful cab, by the way. This is one of those trucks where the cabin, I think as much detail was paid to the cabin, the interior, as was to the exterior of the cabin. Beautiful, beautiful truck on the inside and on the outside. So we're at 34, maybe 35. Yep, 35 miles per hour, 36. 36 miles per hour at the time of ascension. And dropping quickly, but not too bad. Made it up just fine. Let's continue. Let's see if we can do this. We're gonna have to take a pretty wide turn right here. Ooh, yikes. That's crash counter if I've seen one. Got it unstuck. And it is literally pulling up this hill like it's saying hill LOL again. It's not fast, but it's doing it. So I think that has definitely something to say here. It's just an absolutely massive amount. I've never seen any truck that we have in game do anything close to this. This is for real the most toughest, baddest truck that we have. My only worry is can we make this turn, because we are now back picking up speed again. We got to make this wide enough to where the trailers aren't going to have any issues. We are dealing with a lot of friction as well. We have tons of friction problems right now coming from the wheels because we have so many wheels on the ground. But did it just like kick in overdrive or something? I think it just kicked in overdrive. Let's see. Let's go in. Let's do this. Let's kick in some extra power. Is it going to make it up the hill? You heard it downshift. This does have like a mock set of gears. So there is that. Oh, looks like we're losing it. Let's go ahead and turn on, lock the diffs. I don't think it's going to do it. Oh, I can't even stop. It's too much weight. I picked it back up, but I think this just might be a little bit too much. Still, though. We almost made it up to the top. It's climbing, too. Look at this. Let's set a cruise. I wonder if this will get anywhere. Nah, it's not going anywhere. It's about as far as we can go, at least with this big of a load. But I want to thank A2 Studio for sending this over to do a first look on. Again, this is with Giants Waiting testing right now, so be ready for this eventually once we get there. I will be keeping you guys updated on the process of this, and if you want to stay up to date on the process on your own, you can check out A2 Studio, whether it be on Facebook or YouTube. Streams almost daily, showing off everything. He even uploaded this yesterday live for you guys. But regardless of all of that, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you drop a like on it. Get subscribed to the channel if you're new. Enjoy the GoHam fam. Make sure you turn your notification bells on as well so that you never miss daily Farming Simulator videos here on the channel. All that said, hope you have a great day. We'll see you later. Peace.